Hello and welcome. We're going to be working on Unit 3, Lessons 3 and 4. We're talking about festivals and special days. Let's get started with the objectives. We're going to listen to a description of a festival. We will use consequencing words to describe a special day. We will carry out an internet search about the longest day of the year. We will learn about Sham al-Nasim. I'm sure you all know about it if you like Fisikh and Ringa. And we're going to use critical thinking skills to discuss festivals. I want you to look at those 3 pictures and tell me, what is your favorite festival of the year? You can write that down in your notebook. Now, I'd like you to look at the images on the right-hand side and try to match these sentences about the Chinese New Year with the pictures. The first one is done for us, which is Picture B, the second one. There are parades where people wear colorful costumes. Let's read number 2. At 12 o'clock, there are fireworks and the sky is filled with colors. It's very noisy. And number 3, we decorate our homes with red paper lanterns. So, if we look at the word parades, we know that it's probably involving a lot of people that walk together as a group to celebrate something. And people usually wear costumes or clothes that are related to that event that they're celebrating. And the word decorate is used to beautify or make something more beautiful in our home. If we will decorate our home, we can decorate any place we like or make it more beautiful and attractive. And lanterns are similar to the ones on the lower right-hand side picture, where they look a bit like lamps but are made with paper. So the answers are 2A, the first picture matches number 2, and 3C, the right lower picture resembles number 3. Now let's listen to an audio of Lee describing the Chinese New Year. Who do young people visit on the first day of the New Year? So I want you to listen carefully to be able to answer the question.
My name is Li. I'm from China. My favorite festival is New Year. It lasts for about 8 days. It is the most important festival for Chinese people, and we start preparing for it a week before it starts. First of all, we clean our houses. We sweep and wash all the floors, doors, and windows. Next, we decorate our homes with red paper lanterns. Afterwards, many people go shopping for new red clothes. There is always a special meal on the night before New Year's Day. Relatives come from far away to join their families. Lots of special New Year food is eaten, but the most important food is usually fish. Dinner is usually eaten at home, not often in a restaurant. After dinner, children are given red envelopes with some money inside by their parents. At midnight, there are fireworks and the sky is filled with color and noise. The next morning, on the first day of the new year, we wear our new clothes and say congratulations to our friends and neighbors. Traditionally, young people visit older people to say Happy New Year to them. At midday, there are parades where people dress up in colorful costumes. Some people wear huge lion costumes too.
Now we will move on to the questions section. If you'd like to listen to the audio again, you can rewind the video. Are these sentences true or false? Chinese New Year is an important festival in China. That is true. Number 2, after the houses are decorated, they are clean. Is this true or false? It is false. They clean the houses first and then they decorate. Number 3, New Year's dinner is usually fish. Is true or false? This is, in fact, true. Number 4, the red envelopes that children are given contain messages. This is definitely false. They contain money. Number 5, the first thing that happens on New Year's Day is fireworks. This is true. They start at midnight. And number 6, at midday there are parades. This is, in fact, true. Now, I'd like you guys to work in pairs. Think of a special day that you celebrated or have celebrated and describe in order the events on that day for your partner. Your partner could be your brother, your uncle, your sister, your auntie, your grandma. An example is, first of all, we go shopping for special food. You can use the function box to help you. So you can say, first of all, we clean our houses. I'm sure all Egyptian mothers love to clean their homes before any celebration. Next, we decorate our homes. Afterwards, many people go shopping. After or before dinner, children are given envelopes. At midnight or midday, there are fireworks, and the next day or morning or even afternoon, we wear our new clothes. Think about your special days and how you celebrate and discuss them orally with your partner in the correct order. Now we're going to go for an internet search. So bring out your phones or laptops or even tabs and find out which countries celebrate the longest day of the year and what they do on this day. So find out what is the longest day of the year. Now we're going to start lesson 4, Shamm al-Nasim. And when I say Shamm al-Nasim, I want you to think of all the funny movies that resemble Shamm al-Nasim and think about the events that take place on that day. Shamm al-Nasim means the smelling of the breeze, and it is celebrated all over Egypt on a Monday in April or May. The festival started in about 2700 BCE, the ancient Egyptian year that has 3 seasons. And Shamm al-Nasim was held to celebrate the start of spring. Shamm al-Nasim isn't celebrated in any other country. Today, Shamm al-Nasim is a holiday and families go out to enjoy the fresh spring air. The spring air is very good for you. People often have a picnic in the country, in parks, or along the Nile. Special food is eaten at Shamm al-Nasim. Traditionally, boiled eggs are eaten for breakfast. Eggs are decorated in bright colors by children. They usually paint the eggs in the morning and leave them in the sun to dry. Another traditional food which is eaten on this day is fasiq, fish that is dried with salt. This tradition also dates back to ancient Egyptian times when people had more fresh fish than they could eat. They put salt on it to preserve it. It is important to buy fasiq from a clean shop so that you are sure that the fish will be good for you. Now let's look at the words in red, our vocabulary words of the day, which are breeze, traditionally, and preserve. Now let's move on to the questions. Answer the questions about the words in red in the text. Is a breeze a strong wind or a weak wind? It is a weak wind. So if there is a breeze of air, that means that the air is moving in a weak motion or slow motion. It's not strong wind. Let's look at number 2. If you preserve something, does it last a long time or a short time? If I preserve fish, it will probably last a long time. If something is traditional, has it been done for a long or short period of time? If something is traditional, it's probably been done for a long period of time. It's repeated by generation after generation. Now, I want you to answer these questions to exercise 2. Why and when did the festival of Shamm al-Nasim first start? It started in the spring of 2700 BCE. Now, how is Shamm al-Nasim celebrated by most people in these days? People have picnics and eat traditional food. Children decorate eggs. Question 3. Why did people first eat dried fish? They preserved it because they had more fresh fish than they could eat. And of course, they probably did not have refrigerators at the time in the past. Question 4. Why should you buy فسيخ from a clean shop? Why is that important? So you are sure that the fish will be good for you. Now, I want you to answer those critical thinking questions. How was شم النسيم celebrated by your family last year? Did you have a family gathering, or did you all stay in your homes due to the coronavirus? So let us think about that. Which other times of the year do you think are important, and why? Do you think birthdays are important, or do you think the feast is important, or is it Ramadan? Think about it. Or is it New Year's? And write down why you think it's important. Number 3. Why do you think tourists like to visit a country when there is a festival? I want you guys to think and write your answers down. So the suggested answer for number 3 is so that they can experience part of a different culture and to enjoy the differences between cultures. Now we have completed the following. Listen to a description of a festival, used sequencing words to describe a special day, carried out an internet search about the longest day of the year, learned about شم النسيم, and used critical thinking skills to discuss festivals. Thank you guys. That's a wrap for Unit 3. Have a wonderful afternoon.